for the live stream. Things are looking quite intense right now. Really, just in general in the world, things are intense. Now, Saturn has went into Aries. Was it Neptune? Saturn went into Neptune at 0 degrees Aries, if I'm not mistaken. And things have really just been going crazy lately. There's been a lot of people talking about some chaos, talking about some things happening, huge events unfolding, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have been really coming out with this, and I've been seeing it and I've been mentioning it, but I'm not saying like what is gonna happen, because honestly, it looks like a lot of things are unfolding right now. I hope everybody's doing good, by the way. Let me know how's everybody doing. Things are definitely intense right now, so I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves. I hope you guys have been doing really good. So I'm going to be covering what's going on right now. We have a massive coronal hole that is literally facing us right now. We have the Schumann resonance, which it's not active right now, which is fine. But I will be getting into that. And I kind of want to get into the food industry, because I feel like I got to expose that a little bit, because I've been seeing advertisements and I've been seeing a lot of pushing of, foods and supplements and things like that, and we got to start exposing some things. So I'm gonna be doing that as well. Alright, sorry about the loud noise, keyboard. So let's just kick off with, energy and whatnot, which is so important. And let me know how the audio is, and let me know how the stream is performing very well, by the way. Let's get into the Schumann resonance. So, first things first, if you guys could, I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, subscribe button. Besides that, let's jump right into it. Today is the 21st. Now, you guys know 22 is a big portal, it's a big time, February 22nd. But right now, for the 21st, we didn't have much, but really just some minor integration energy, moderate activity at best, nothing too intense right now. And then of course, this would be like 9 hours ago, so this is like noon Eastern time if you're in America, and we had just a little bit of pushing energy. Overall, moderate activity, nothing too intense on the Schumann resonance. Now, when we come to Space Weather Live, we got some very interesting things. We have the interplanetary magnetic field, which is moderately south, high solar winds, and our KP index is much higher now than what it usually is. Solar flare activity isn't too high. Margaret, welcome to the stream. Sorry for not responding quick. We're maintaining the B level right now for solar flares. We haven't had any significant solar flare activity, which is, that's good, right? We don't want to get bombarded, right? Here's the interesting thing. There is not a single sunspot facing us right now. There isn't anything. There's one to the far right, and that's about it. So that is not usual, right? Normally we have a lot of sunspot facing us, so very interesting there. But what we do have is a gigantic coronal hole. Very odd looking one too. We had a huge one on the bottom. There is another one on the bottom. This was a different one. This one could be coming up from the bottom. Normally we don't have that, but they've been coming up from every single direction. This is a huge coronal hole, trans-equatorial, a northern hemisphere trans-equatorial coronal hole that is facing us. When we have a coronal hole like this, a huge one facing us, right? Millions upon millions of Earths can literally fit in that. If not at least hundreds, if not thousands. It's huge. And this cool side of the sun, that's what it is, a cool side of the sun. All that plasma can escape freely. And this is a massive coronal hole. So, we have all this plasma that is really just coming towards us right now. We got all this plasma coming in from the sun, and this could be bringing in some symptoms, which I'll cover in just a couple of minutes. Let me know how's everyone doing, by the way. Corbellius, welcome to the stream. So, the coronal hole, let me show you this. It's a vast, dark, lower density region in the sun's upper atmosphere where the magnetic field opens and it allows solar wind to escape freely. So this is pretty huge right here. And all that is coming towards the Earth. That's why things are kind of ramped up right now. That's why you could be feeling a little off. You know, we definitely be having that. And as we go, this image right here, 304 angstroms, this one really highlights CMEs from solar flares. We don't really have any, sunspots that have solar flares. CMEs can erupt from solar flares. They come from solar flares. Or they happen during solar flares, if that makes sense. Not every solar flare has a CME. But as you can see, something definitely on the top. We've been having quite a bit there. Bright region towards the left side. Whenever there's a bright region, there's usually a bunch of sunspot regions. And when there's usually a lot of sunspot regions, you know, there could be definitely something coming up. So yeah, so we definitely have ourselves a very interesting sun, right? A massive coronal that's facing us, but no sunspot regions, you know, very interesting. So what kind of symptoms could someone be having if you are a weather sensitive person and whatnot, right? Because many people that are weather sensitive, energy sensitive, you could be definitely feeling tired and really drained and whatnot. Many people definitely will probably feel that way. That is usually pretty common with coronal holes. Some people definitely feel different. With everything that's going on right now, the energy is just really intense. Many people are really talking about some big things coming. You know, whenever we had something like this, right? Saturn and Neptune, if I'm not mistaken, right? The way it is. Last time we had this, something wild happened. And a lot of people are speculating that something pretty crazy could happen. You know, astrology really has been playing along with the Schumann resonance. Astrology has been playing around with solar activity. We had a very rare planetary alignment. And then we had a really crazy solar storm. We had something similar to that in a previous solar cycle. Right? Not the last one, but the 23rd. I think it was the 23rd. Because we're in solar cycle 25. In 23, we had a rare planetary alignment and one of the crazy solar storms. And we just had that again in January. A planetary alignment and a crazy solar storm. So, yeah, that's just something really interesting right here. And planetary astrology is playing a huge role with everything. So, things are definitely being shaked up right now. The entertainment industry is not the same. I don't know what it is right now. But if you're someone who's a Netflix person or a TV person or you like to watch entertainment, I'm sure you've noticed it's just not the same. And nothing feels the same anymore. I think a lot of people feel that way, that things just aren't the same anymore. So that kind of brings me to today's topic, and the heavy topic is food. Because food is medicine. Food is and should be natural and good for you. But a lot of food right now is not that way at all. And I've seen an advertisement pushed out that most of the food, the way it's grown, is wrong. And if you think about it, believe me, they're putting sulfites, pesticides, and herbicides, and all these sorts of things in there, and all the food, right? I mean, grapes are cloudy. Where is the seeds in today's fruits? I mean, specifically grapes and cucumbers and watermelons, right? You could barely find seeds in there. And yes, I know it's a little off topic from space weather, but we do get into planetary astrology, and honestly, we got exposed because I'm also a truth exposer. It's pretty wild right now. I feel like food isn't the same. It doesn't taste the same. And many people notice that. It's just hard to get certain things, certain fruits in the grocery stores. Most of the food quality isn't even the same no anymore. The last 5-6 years, food quality has really gone down. And I'm sure it's gone down a lot more the last 30, 40, 50, 60 plus years. You know? I don't know. But I know it's been down, and I'm a late 90s kid. So, you know, I know from 2010 the food was much better. 2005 it was much better. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but the food has truly shifted. And it's bad. You know, fast food franchises are collapsing. Big chains are collapsing right now. Really, like everything is starting to collapse right now. I got a lot of burping and gases, so yeah. But yeah, besides that, yeah, there is so much changing and so much collapsing. Melissa, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. There's a lot. Everything's really collapsing right now, and it's a chaotic time. We are in a year of disclosure right now, and I don't know. Are the veils thinner than ever? Is it these? And this is a powerful month. I feel great, but it's a powerful month. It is a very wild month right now. It is some serious planets are moving right now. You know, this is a very interesting year. It's a big year. You know, it's going to be interesting to see really what happens. But right now, you know, I think a lot, like there's so much going on right now. And protect your energy, protect your nervous system on this channel. I've done a full-blown nervous system course to help calm with anxiety, help regulate the nervous system, reset the nervous system, reset the vagus nerve to get out of fight or flight. Should I get into gut health? Maybe a little bit, you know, because it helped me a lot. Truly a very interesting time right now. Things are definitely interesting right now, and things are intense. I hope everybody's doing good. A lot of intensity for sure. I've been feeling pretty good. I've been doing so much work on myself. But yeah, food really hasn't been the same. I mean, everything's backwards. The way they grow the food, the soil, like there's just not much nutrition in the food anymore. The way they're growing the food, it's like you gotta eat. This is what the advertisement was saying. It was pushing, and then all of a sudden a supplement. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here. But I like what they said though. You could eat a bunch of oranges today. It's like 10 of them equal 1 of them in the past. You know, sometimes you're eating these foods and they're empty. They don't fill you up anymore. Apples don't fill you up. Like you could eat 3 apples and not feel anything. You know? So that's just an example, my example based on what I've seen. I know I went to Myers one time and I'm throwing the apple. It's like styrofoam. Like what the hell? Like, am I strong or something, or is that just a styrofoam apple? Like, what the world? So things are really backwards. The way we grow our food, you know, people scrolling on their phones, they're eating, scrolling on their phones constantly. Instead of going outside, I mean, everything's backwards, you know? Everything's so backwards. I mean, really, it really just is. Things are more backwards than ever, and it's pretty wild. Because I remember growing in my backyard with the family. I didn't do too much, but you know, I mean, we grew all sorts of things. We were growing bell peppers to onions to corn. That's a big one. We had tomatoes and we had cucumbers, bell peppers, and we had these special cucumbers from Iraq. They were given by some family and whatnot. They grow up like 15, 20 inches, something like that. Huge, almost 2 foot plus cucumbers. I don't even know what kind of cucumbers they are. They're weird. They're huge and they're great though. They taste amazing. We grew all sorts of things, you know, and there's no recalls. We're not spraying it down. We're not hosing it down with like, I don't know, what do they got, what do they call it? The Bill Gates wax. They got sulfites, they got pesticides and herbicides and sulfates and I don't know, a million other things they put. It's pretty wild what they're doing, you know. So they're doing all that stuff, and let's just say that's disrupting gut. A lot of things are disrupting hormones. So with everything that's been going on the last 5 to 10 years, most other things, whether it's the sunscreen, whether it's food, whether it's what they're spraying on the food, or whether it's everything like the technology and everything, it has been like really tough on the nervous system. It has been attacks on your gut health. That is a lot. That explains a lot of issues, skin problems, nervous issues, anxiety, messed up sleep. Messed up sleep equals everything else falls apart. So, you know, everything is just pretty wild these days. You know, people are living backwards. This is like this so-called illusion of a system, I call it, right? It is literally backwards living. That's what it is, right? I mean, it really just is. Like forget phones, forget the technology, because you don't have to use it, even though it's kind of addicting. Like the way they grow food, the way they go about it, the way the grocery stores are, you know, the way the media is, the way everything is, it's so doom gloom, depressing, wrong, backwards, right? They got everybody wanting material and gold and things like that when you just need some food and some water and happiness, you know? And material isn't bad, it's just, you know, they got everybody pushing for material when in reality there's other things you need to be focused on. You know, everybody's free, but they create a system and you need to be rich in order to be free. But I don't think that the system is really designed that sort of way. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody could just be set and free, right? I mean, we could all work together as a country. We all could help each other out. All countries, right? Help each other out. Solid system. Everybody's wealthy, etc., etc. But it's not really the case here, you know? So things have to change. And I think when people wake up to what's going on, there could be some serious change here. More people need to wake up. There is enough people that are aware and conscious, but is there enough action takers or true speakers? There will be. There's going to be. So I'm really thankful for everyone who's been watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.